Hello, welcome to Sew with Mara page. So today we're going to learn how to make this suit sleeve, two-piece suit sleeve. So to make your jackets, to make your suits, to make your blazer, you don't use the basic sleeve. You make use of this suit sleeve, two-piece suit sleeve. So first and foremost, we'll take our basic sleeve. If you want to know how to make this, go to my previous video. I'll put the link below so that you learn how to make this basic sleeve first before we move on to making the suit sleeve. So now we're going to fold it first at the top here and tape it down. Then before we go to the bottom. Now if you've watched the previous video, you'd see that I did not draw a straight line all the way down, and I told you on that previous video the reason why. And in this video, what we're going to do is, since we're doing a two-piece and folding it this way, we're going to cut off the excess that is preventing it to be layered perfectly. So take out that tiny piece, open it up and line it up flat. Then come in make a straight line from the bicep to the wrist, like I've done here already. You can see a line there already drawn, which was achieved in the previous video. So would measure it, and this is almost half an inch, and would cut it this way all the way to the end and make it straight. And this is the only way that it will lap perfectly when we fold it the other way. And remember, we're going to bring it back. So open it up, this is how it looks, and now let's fold it the way we were. At the top, we'll join the bicep points together like this. Then we'll join all other parts. You can see how it's layered perfectly and it's flat and it will sit in perfectly. So we'll use our tape and press it down, join it down like this so it doesn't move, and press it down flat to get this perfect fit. Then we'll get another paper and place it underneath, link it like this. So we'd want to get one part, which is the back part of this sleeve, not the front yet. So we'd place it on the piece of paper that is wider than it, probably by 1 inch or 2 inches, up to you. So would link it like this, and it's longer of course by 1 inch. So we'll join this here. So just follow suit and pinpoint here where it is at the top. Then we'd measure to get the midpoint. Immediately we've gotten the midpoint, we'd mark it, and at the bottom part we'll get the midpoint because we still need it. Then we'd place this pattern, and I usually use a pencil, so something that won't have to leave a stain, and press it down to get exactly this mark on the other paper. And immediately I'm done, I can see it. All I have to do is trace it with my marker like this, as you can see. So this is the back, this is one of the piece, and we'll join the line. Remember, we've already found out our midpoint. We'll link it up together like this and draw the bottom part. I'm drawing the bottom part for you to see the difference and what I'm going to do next. So we'll bring our pattern back and identify where the elbow is, because we're going to use the elbow next. Identify at this point and at that other point. Then we'll use our ruler and link them up together. And from this point, we are going to make an extension, a bend. If you've noticed, our arm is never straight. If we stand like this, our arm is curved, and so that is the reason why we would get the marking. So we can either use 1 inch depending on how bent or curved our arm is, or 0.75, so between the two. So I'll use 1 inch in this case and come in by 1 inch on both ends, come in by 1 inch at the beginning, in the middle, and as well as the end. Then link it up with our elbow like this, and you can see, voila, we've gotten our slant. You would also have to take notes. Make sure you take notes. So I would use a green marker. I wanted to show the difference between the two colors. So link it up like this and then do the same thing at the other end. So whatever is slanted is the main sleeve. So you'd see it when I cut it out. So after linking it up and drawing it like this, you'll notice that in curving, there should be an extension because it's no longer the same length. So what we're going to do is we're going to extend it by 5/8 inches, and this is how it is identified on our measuring tape, 5/4. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and mark it there. Then extend it. We can extend the line like this. So we'd use our ruler, extend it like this, and then use the ruler to balance up from this end. You don't touch the other and take it like that. so it looks like a slant, and perfectly we've gotten our slant on the back piece. So remember that we took out 0.5 inches on the side, so we'll make sure we'll bring it back here. So we'll bring it back here by 0.25 because we're going to add it on both the back and the front. So put 0.25. If you'd want to get the 0.5, you can do that here, 0.5, 0.5, so that it gives us 1 inch at the end. So it wasn't up to 0.5 inches, so I took the marking of what I've taken out there, make sure you identify, and then link it up like this all the way to the edges. There should be a slant, it should not be straight. Then we're going to come in by ½ inch, so we're taking out ½ inch from this piece, and whatever we take here we're going to add to the other. So don't forget to like, subscribe and share so that many people would be able to learn how to make a suit sleeve, blazer sleeve, or this two-piece sleeve at any point. So we'll link it up like this. So I'm trying to show the difference between the outer and the inner. So I'm taking out ½ inch from the inner part and then ½ inch from the outer part as well. So now that I've taken out the ½ inch, I'm going to use the ½ inch as my allowance rather than just cutting it out and not having an allowance. So I'll use the ½ inch we've come in as our allowance and just add a ½ inch at the top like this and ½ inch at the bottom. Don't forget to add at the bottom. I had to add a piece of paper to get the bottom. So I'll bring back this, our first folded sleeve, and place it on a piece of paper like this. So don't mind that something is already written on it, just take note of the printing. So what I'm going to do is I'll just imprint everything, draw out and trace out this pattern on it. So ensure that the piece of paper you're making use of has an extension of 1 inch at the top and 1 inch at the bottom for you to add your allowance. But if you don't want to add your allowance here, it's up to you. So I just made the imprint like this, turned it around so that these lines are not distracting for you. So I'll turn it behind and this is how it looks. So I'll still make the same print, just trace out everything that needs to be traced to bring it back to this pattern, draw all the lines on it and the sides. So this is it after I have drawn out the print. So what I did on the back part, I'm going to do to this front part, extend it by 1 inch on all sides, then link it up with the elbow line like this. So I'll link all three like this. And since the paper wasn't enough at the bottom part, I added a piece of paper at the bottom part so that it has an extension for what we're going to do next. So remember what we did to the back part, that's the second piece. So we're going to do the same thing here. So the 5/8, like I said, would mark it at the bottom of the first slanted line like this, and use our ruler to link up the top to the bottom and slant it to the top like this. That's the other side of the top like this, and we're good. So we've gotten our slanted sleeve, and remember we're going to still add what we've taken out before, like we said before. So add our 0.25 to it first before we will bring back what we took out from the back piece. Remember we took out ½ inch. So after we do this, come out by the extension of what we've measured, then link it up like this so that nothing is missing from our sleeve all the way to this point. And we're going to add our ½ inch. So this is the mistake that many people make and they won't be able to get a perfect fit of their sleeve. So we're going to add the ½ inch all around. First, we'll add the ½ inch that we've taken from that first piece by the sides only. Take note of it, by the sides only. So add that ½ inch, link it up for the sides before we will add the allowance for sewing all around. So any part that there's no extension, now you can see what I'll do here. Let me bring the other pattern for the back so that you would see how I would mark it here. So I'll place it like this and join it because that is what's going to be joined when we're eventually joining. So we'll extend it, what we're taking out, we'll add it here, and then at the other side too we'll do the same thing, extend the line like this, and we're good. So if you don't have enough piece of paper at the side, what I usually do is I would write add ½ inch all around on top of the paper. But in this case, I'm just going to attach an extra paper at the top like I did at the bottom part and then add the ½ inch all around. So I already know how a half inch looks like, so I'm just going to do that with my free hand all around like this. But you can use your measuring tape and make sure you identify your half inch all around and mark it. So you see how this blends here, what I did there. Good. You blend it like that and just add half inch at the top. So this is after I added a piece of paper and I identified the half inch around. The next video, I'll show you how to make a suit and join the sleeves. So stay tuned.